Hi, my name's Paul Art. I'm the president and founder of QNC, the manufacturer of the Quick and Crispy Greaseless fryers. We've been manufacturing this line of countertop hot air fryers for close to 30 years now, and we're going to do a little presentation video here on showing you how to operate and maintain this Model GF5 that we have here on our table. The unit comes in a corrugated box. You've taken the unit out, you put it on the box. I want to go over a few steps that you need to take to make sure the unit operates properly. First of all, the handles were not attached to the unit. They came in a little plastic bag. Inside the plastic bag was a wrench with it. You do need a Phillips head screwdriver, and take the handles and attach them to the front of the cooking basket. The legs have a piece of yellow tape on the bottom. It's to prevent the adjustable portion of the leg from falling out in transit because the unit is suspended in the shipping carton. So remove the yellow tape from all of these. In the rear of the unit is a air discharge baffle, and you'll see there's yellow tape, and inside there's a piece of a corrugated material. You need to remove the yellow tape, take the corrugated material out, and there's a flapper similar to the type of flappers used in clothes dryer discharge vents that needs to move freely. And last but not least, we have filters. We have a series of 3 filters that are kept in our air filtration assembly tray, and these 3 filters are different diameters. You'll see they have little notches at the end. These notches engage micro switches. If these filters aren't installed properly, the unit will not heat up and you'll have an error message on the screen. So take your filter tray, put it in the unit, hit it in real hard to engage those switches, and take the quarter turn thumb screws, tighten them down, and you have the unit plugged in. You hit the on-off switch. It says tap to start. It's showing you the 15 recipes. The unit's good to go. And let me see if we have... Hi, in this section we're going to show you how to reprogram the controller. As we mentioned, there's 15 recipes that come pre-programmed from the factory. You see recipe 1, it goes down through recipe 15. These recipes are listed in your operator's manual, and it provides the recipe number, the cooking temperature in Fahrenheit, in centigrade, and the cooking times and temperatures. So we're going to show you here how to customize your 15 recipes based on the menu items that you are preparing at your facility. If you turn to the next page in the operator's manual, it shows you how to configure the controller, and it shows you a little red arrow to an invisible button on the control panel. You push this button, hold it for 3 seconds, and it brings you to the enter access code. For programming the menus, we're going to use code 1234. We hit enter, edit recipes, and we're going to edit recipe number 1. It's highlighted in red. We hit the edit button. Recipe 1, I want to change the name of it. I'm going to hit edit, and here I can remove 1 character at a time by using the delete key, which is important to know because if you misenter one of the characters, you can just erase it and move forward. Here I'm going to clear the whole recipe out, and I'm going to add French fries. So bear with me while I do F-R-E-N-C-H space F-R-I-E-S. I'm going to hit save. It's going to take me to the next screen. I'm going to do the French fries at a preheat temperature and a cooking temperature of 415. It's important that when you program that you have the same preheat and cooking temperature for your recipes. So on this screen I'm going to change the temperature 1 degree at a time using the plus minus symbols. Down to 415, I hit save. I'm going to hit the bottom right hand arrow to take me to the next screen. I'm going to change the cooking time. You see it's highlighted in red with the red arrow. I'm going to change it to 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Whoops, back down to 345, I hit save, and I want to change the cooking temperature to 415. Previously I used the plus and minus arrows, but you can also use the hand on a clock to change your times accordingly. I've moved it to 415, I hit save. Now I have to close this out, and before I leave this I have to hit save 1 more time or everything I did will be lost. I hit save, and now it says French fries. I'm going to back out of the editing mode, bring us back to the regular screen, And now I can view that it's now called French fries at 415 to cook for 3 minutes and 45 seconds at 415. It's that simple, and you can do all 15 recipes in the same manner. Hi, we want to show you one other aspect of utilizing the electronic controller for both programming the unit. We've already gone through how to enter recipes. There's a second group of options that you need to be aware of. Again, we hit the invisible button on the bottom right-hand corner, and now we're going to enter code 9999. This gets us into the supervisory settings, and what we're showing you here is if you have multiple units or units at multiple locations, how you can just program the single unit and hit the button here that says USB export. It says now insert the USB drive. I will unscrew the cover to the USB port. I go ahead and add my data stick, and I click Save Recipes, and all those recipes, those 15 recipes, are now on the data stick. And then if I want to enter these to the next unit, I go through the same process, but I go to USB import. Again, insert USB drive, import it, read recipes, and those recipes are read. So everything from the first unit now has gone into the second unit. One other aspect of the unit is we have a lot of international customers that prefer to see the temperature settings in Celsius or centigrade instead of Fahrenheit. So with this, we go to Configure Controller, and down here at the bottom right hand side it has units, and right now it's set for F for Fahrenheit. I just hit it once and I change it to C. I get out of here, and to show you, all my recipes now show up in Celsius or centigrade instead of Fahrenheit. It's that simple. Hi, in this section of the video we want to show you how to do the initial cooking cycle. Again, we're going to go on the premise that the Quick and Crispy has been thoroughly cleaned the night before, at least the basket and the drip tray, or it's a brand new unit and it still does not have any oil on the cooking basket or drip tray. So for the very first cooking cycle, you need to take some type of a spray oil, PAM, Vaseline, and liberally spray the cooking basket and the drip tray. And this is to season the basket so that the menu items don't stick during the first cooking cycle. So take the excess oil, in this case we're using a bar towel, you could use a paper towel, wipe the excess oil off the cooking basket, do the same off the drip tray, and then what we're going to do is take the towel and we're going to take this excess oil and rub it underneath each side of the drip tray, because the drip tray slides in and out of the cooking chamber metal on metal. This helps lubricate it and really loosen it up. Put your cooking basket back in the unit, and now you see how easy it slides in and out. Now we're ready to start the first cooking cycle of the day. Hi, in this section we want to show you how to cook menu items in your Quick and Crispy. Again, I'm going to go on the screen to one of the 15 recipes. We have one that's called Gen 7 FF. I'm going to hit Cook, Preheat. Once it's up to temperature, say Ready to Cook. You pull your basket out. In this case, we're going to take our fries, place them in the basket. I'm going to kind of single layer them, close the drawer, and I hit Cook. And in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we're going to have some wonderful, delicious, quick and crispy French fries. Okay, we're just about done here. You see we're down to 2 seconds. 1. Now I'm going to take the button and either hit the beep button or you could hit the red X. Since I'm going to cook something right after this, I'm going to go back to the menu and hit Preheat. That'll help retain the temperature at the cooking temperature. I pull the product out. Look at these wonderful golden brown, nice and crispy crinkle cut French fries. Going to put these in our tray, and again, you could have been doing a single order or a large quantity. Just take a look at one of these, snaps in half, look at the steam come out, nice and crunchy, very moist on the inside, and you have a wonderful product to serve to your customers. Hi, we want to show you another menu item we're going to prepare for you today. It's called Stuffed Spuds. It's made by Lamb Weston. It's a cheddar cheese filled potato spud with green chilies inside. We set the recipe for stuffed spuds. We're going to hit Cook, Preheat. We've already pre-warmed this unit. Again, normally it would take somewhere between 7 and 8 minutes to do an initial preheat. I'm going to pull the basket out. Again, it slides in and out nicely. I'm going to do the whole 2-pound bag at one time. I'm going to dump the spuds in there. I want to single layer the product, so I'm just going to shake them a little bit. And I hit cook, and you see that it started the cooking cycle at 5 minutes. And let me see. We're just about ready here. 3, 2, 1. Again, hit the beep button or hit the red X. Since I know I'm going to cook something next, I'm going to hit the cook button and preheat, so it's going to maintain the temperature. Look at these, golden brown, delicious looking, nice and crunchy. I'm going to dump these in our catch tray over here. Put the basket back in. Let's put a couple of these on the tray here. And I'm going to snap this with my fingers. It's so crunchy it's even hard to break it. But there you go, steaming hot. It's delicious with cheddar cheese and green chili inside. Enjoy. Hi, you saw how wonderful these stuffed spuds came out of the Quick and Crispy Model GF5. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of menu items available for our operators out in the field, either through commercial food distributors like Cisco, U.S. Food Service, Gordon Food Service, or through wholesale clubs like Sam's Club, Costco, Restaurant Depot. It's important that the menu items you select for use in the Quick and Crispy have oven directions. If they say deep fat fry only, chances are probably 99% they're not going to work in the Quick and Crispy. The other thing with the cooking directions that are on the package for those types of menu items, typically they're going to have convection oven times, which are going to be 350 degrees in the convection oven for a time, let's say 10 minutes. We cook somewhere between 30 and 35% faster than a convection oven. So to experiment, start at 70% of the recommended cooking time for that menu item, and typically we'll start at 420 degrees as our cooking temperature. So take your items, play with it, get the times just right. You'll see a 5 or 10 degree difference in temperature. Going higher or lower can make the world of difference in getting your menu item just the way you want it. Hi, in this section we want to discuss cleaning the unit at the end of the day. Again, I want to reference the operator's manual. There's a section, procedures to clean and maintain the filters, and from there it goes into cleaning the inside of the Quick and Crispy. So we're going to start with the filters. On the left-hand side of your unit, there's a filter assembly tray that has 3 filters in it. They're held in place with quarter-turn thumb screws. If you just turn it upside down, the center filter will pop out, and then you'll see there's a grease filter, and behind that is a carbon filter. At the end of each day, we recommend that the grease filter be removed and cleaned either in a dishwasher or in a sink with soapy water and rinsed out thoroughly. This is the only filter that can be submerged in water. The other 2 filters cannot be soaked in water, and the recommendation for these is to just go ahead and wipe them off with a towel with some soapy water or degreaser on it, and then put them back in the unit. I do want to note that under no circumstances should the filters be submerged in the soaking container, which we'll show you later in this video. They are made out of aluminum, and if they are submerged in the soaking container, they will dissolve and they will not be there the next morning. So again, each day, clean your grease filter, put it back in your filter tray, and wipe off the bottom of the filter tray as well, and it'll help increase the longevity of the other 2 filters. All 3 filters typically are replaced every 3 months. Hi, we want to continue with cleaning the unit at the end of the day. Again, I referenced the operator's manual. You'll see there's a section called cleaning procedures. We're going to start with brushing the cooking basket, removing any residual crumbs or oil that may be on it. Take the basket out of the unit, use the scraper blade and scrape any residual oil or crumbs out of there. I'm going to put the cooking basket on top. The drip tray, to remove it, you push it in completely, lift up the rear, pull it out. Again, you'll see there's tabs on each corner so that the drip tray catches on flange that are in the front of the unit. In the back of the tray guides, there's little notches that catch this. Let it drop down. So again, just lift it up from the rear to remove it. The removable front panel, basically it's just 2 pieces. They come out, they can go into your dishwasher or your soaking kit at the end of the evening. And this part here is the air plenum. You'll see we have two sidewalls and a top. I'm going to take these out for you. They just come out in one piece. They're held together basically by gravity. Just lift the top up, bend the inside in, and you'll see that it's easy to remove the sides. Please note that there's a flange on the front of the left side as well as a flange on the front of the right side. This is to prevent the cooking basket from falling forward when you're utilizing it. You'll also see there's a flange on the top front of the top piece. So flanges need to be in the front when you reassemble the unit. You'll also see there's tray guides here. These are for the cooking basket. There is no right or left on the tray guides. So at the end of the day, or the end of the week, if you choose to do this on a weekly basis, you can take all of these parts and place them in your soaking container. Your drip tray. Your two pieces again should be disassembled. And last but not least, your cooking basket. And again, these will be submersed in water that has around 30 gallons of water with 2 jars of the dip tank cleaner. Use the same soaking solution for 30 days, change it out once a month. Eventually the pH will start to neutralize and you'll need to make up a new batch at that time. But when you're done on in the morning, you want to remove the pieces, you want to wash, rinse, sanitize, or run them through your dishwasher, and then put everything back into the unit. And then on a once-a-week basis, we recommend you spray out the interior of the oven. We have a great oven cleaner called a dipper spray that's heat activated. It dissolves the oil on contact, turns it into a yellow liquid, and then you need to rinse it out with a vinegar and water solution, at least 1/3 vinegar. They neutralize one another. If you don't use a vinegar-based solution, the dipper spray will continue to streak and streak. So to make sure you get clean stainless steel, you need to use a vinegar and water solution. And again, you would prepare that on your own and have your own spray bottle of that.